Hi, I'm Wim Hof. They call me the Iceman now, but that was not back in the days. I began because there's more than meets the eye. I had a feeling deeper inside and I did not know what it was, but it is there. And you go for it, you become a soul searcher. There began my path without knowing. Going into esoteric disciplines, into yoga, into kung fu, karate, Buddhism, Hinduism, traditions, cultures, esoteric disciplines, religions, anything I could get my hands upon. There I was, soul searching, pondering. I remember reading so many books, so many debates, so many discussions I did with everybody and everything, just driven by this deeper sense of being, not knowing what it really was. Is one day I came in contact with this cold water. I felt attracted. It was a Sunday morning, nobody around. Sunday morning, everybody sleeping, and me pondering in the park, what is life all about? Soul searching, and there, the cold water. Thin layer of ice on the water. Just felt the attraction, don't know why. Looked around, nobody around. Got undressed, slipped into the water. There I was, playing. I didn't feel the cold. I was playing around with the thin layer of ice. I made contact with that deeper sense. It was right over there. No words, no thoughts, just being. That being that felt so good, so powerful, so natural. I went out, I had this rush all day long. And of course, the other day I was curious to go back there and to see if I could repeat the same great feeling I had experienced the day before. And it did. So from there, I was hooked. Every day, go, go, go. And you know what you do when you go into cold water? I mean ice water, really freezing, natural power, force. You become into the life, into the breath, into the depth. You learn automatically, naturally, to breathe deep, to learn to change the chemistry inside. Because the cold is merciless, but righteous. It shows you what to do. You go deep and you change your chemistry. And your chemistry suddenly becomes hormonal, adrenaline, the life force itself, and you are able to regulate. And then the force coming in of the cold and being able to neutralize. That made me go back and forth, and experiment with the biochemistry, me being the alchemist without knowing. I was playing with the cold as a force of nature, the elements of nature. There I began to learn how to connect with the depth of myself, the way nature meant it to be. There I was. After a couple of months training, or go exercise. It's not training. You're motivated. You go. You feel you want to go. You feel great. It's great energy coming from there. Since then, really, I'm never sick. And that is about 42 years ago. Amazing. The cold, merciless, but righteous. Okay, I did all kinds of exploits in the cold. I ran a full marathon without training beyond the polar circle in shorts, midwinter, or staying for almost 2 hours in the ice, completely immersed, or climbing Mount Everest to the death zone. All in my shorts, of course. And that's not because I have no money for clothes. I mean, that's a stupid dad joke, I know, but you gotta do something. Don't take it too serious, but give it all. That's my motto, man. You give it all, you get it all. And that's what I want, the best of myself inside. And now appears to be, after 26 of those world records, going into the extremes and being able to control, go in, feel no fear, feel absolutely control over my chemistry, over my physiology through the mind. All that I want to teach you the coming 10 days, the 10 lessons, whatever it takes. We simplified it. You don't need to go to Mount Everest to learn to get the best within yourself. Because I got through science. I taught people what I have been teaching myself, experiencing myself, developing myself over 4 decades. We have composed a method, the Wim Hof method. And it is composed by 3 pillars. The first one is the cold, the gradual cold exposure, and how to prime the transportation system of ours, the vascular system, the 3 times the world inside, how to do that. Gradual cold exposure. Second one, the breathing, how to become aligned with the biochemistry within and being able to prime the body to the best. And then number 3, the mindset. The mindset is not something abstract no more. It's a neurological muscle. It's inside of our head and it's in connection. How to bring it in connection with the body. And you know what? There is no speculation about it because it's all scientifically endorsed. Millions of data show that we are more capable than ever thought possible before within ourselves. And those keys of nature, which came from nature, not from books, I'm going to present you right over here. So pay attention. Don't overfocus. There's no paranoia going on. We have fun. Deep breathing. You know what difference that makes? Instead of shallow breathing, deep breathing, conscious deep breathing, that's the big difference. We got trillions of cells, and you know what they want? They want exercising inside of our transportation system, the vascular system. 3 times the world is inside. Millions of little muscles. You know how they are trained? What do you do when you go into the cold? Deep breathing. You train all these little muscles in contracting and opening, contracting and opening. A muscle is not only here, it's inside of us. We thought we go to the fitness room and we do it and that's it and we run and no, we got a vascular system which is almost anything we got inside of our bodies and brain. Millions of little muscles. How do you train them? Opening, closing. You know what happens? The heart rate goes down. Because once you begin to train those little muscles, the transportation system makes the blood flow running on its own and it doesn't need as much stressful beats of the heart because we don't have these little muscles uptoned. You get 15 to 30 beats a minute, 24 hours a day less. And the nutrition, the vitamins and the oxygen and the biochemistry, the life force itself will be transported throughout the body to all cells. We will unreveal or reveal all this in the coming 10 steps. All the physiology, all the biochemistry, all the esoteric disciplines, within 7 minutes being able to get into the depth. More than anybody who is training for years in meditation in 7 minutes. How is that possible? Listen up. Today we are going to go for, as you go into the shower, 1 minute cold shower after the warm shower and the hot shower as much as torture, it's about learning how to up-tone the muscular mechanisms of our vascular system. Very important, big consequences. Okay, are you ready? I am. Let's go on this journey into the depth of ourselves. Boom.